So there's a lot of guys right now shitting on Path of Exile 2. To me, it's a bit of a surprise. But at the same time, it's not. It's expected, it's predictable that this is how they would act. So right now I've been playing Project Diablo 2, which is inspired by Path of Exile. A lot of the itemization, the in-game maps, this, that, and the third. Because everybody knew that Path of Exile was just where it was at when it came to the big boys playing these kinds of games. Now, I myself never really got into Path of Exile 1. To me, it was just a bit too much, maybe. It's like, you got all the maths and shit you got to do. You have the 10,000 nodes on the skill tree. Seemed like a bit much, and I didn't really like the way the characters moved. The way that they ran, it was all like upright like this. It just didn't look right. It looked a little off. However, they fixed that in PoE 2. And I knew this early on, back when I was watching the original beta trailers for the game. You get the characters moving a lot more fluently. They looked, like they were... They looked like they were there. They looked like they were immersed in that world. They looked like they fit. And then you have the infinite roll and this and that, which might be part of the problem that a lot of people have with this game. I don't know. But the thing is, there's a lot of shit coming. Not this coming week, but the next week is when speculation has it anyway that they will release the next patch. All right. And there's all sorts of additions. A lot of quality of life things being implemented. A lot of items. They're making the items that suck, the chase items, better. And here's the big thing. They're making the rare as hell items more abundant and less rare. All right? You guys like that or not? I mean, I feel like in general that's what people want. But what we want isn't always what we need. This is a very fine line they're walking. When they're like, okay, Iceman, we're just gonna make these items more abundant. You know, you gotta be careful with that. You're gonna turn this game into Diablo 4. You have all the endgame gear in the first 5 hours of playing, and then there's nothing left to find, and then you quit. In a treasure hunting game, what happens when you find all the treasure? Well, the hunt is over, all right? The game is done. You gotta have that rare-ass gear. But here's the thing. So they're gonna make it a bit more attainable, is what they're saying. They're also going to add more rare items. And this is what I've been saying. I was like, in a game like this, what you have to do is have tiers of rarity. Have some items that you might never find. I mean, we're all playing Diablo 2 still, right? Right? I know I am. Been playing Diablo 2 for 25 years, and there are several items in that game that I still haven't found. All right? I mean, hell, I don't think I've ever found a wind force. Not in regular D2 anyway. Maybe in Project Diablo 2 I did once. Just once, okay? There's a lot of items I've only found once. I mean, hell, I haven't found materials might ever. I haven't found a Templar Smite ever. Yeah, those items suck big, you know what, but still, they were kind of meant to be more than what they are, and they're super rare. I've been saying this for a long time. You gotta have those items that you might never find, but you also have to have a ton of items sprinkled somewhere in between the attainable and the not attainable. This will add for the greatest variety and build diversity and differentiation between your character and another character and so forth. Because you're going to be playing with folks, your boys, this and that. You're going to be running with them. They're going to have gear that they found here that you never found, but you found a piece of gear way up here that's even more rare, but you haven't found the shit in the middle, you see? So you're going to have different builds. And the more shit that you intermingle between, the better. I mean, ideally, this would never end. Ideally, these devs will continue adding items, and they'll continue sprinkling amongst the various tiers of rarity. All right, and they will still maintain the shit that you might never find. That's the truth. I'm sorry. That's what we were made for. Okay? We're talking about eternity here. All right? We're talking about forever. And if you just get all this shit and there ain't nothing left to keep you going on that little wheel, you know, there ain't no more cheese in front of you, you little rat, you're dead. All right? There's nothing left to perceive, you're dead. And in this realm we're speaking on behalf of, the perception is the gear. The perception is the rolls on the gear and so forth. The various things you have not yet found, you know, the chase items. But I digress. I got some big shit coming in the next week or two. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to be there. I'm telling you guys, this game is good. You guys gotta stop trying to cut to the chase, all right? You're trying to cut to that fucking slice of cheese, but you don't realize that it's in the journey where the euphoria is, all right? This is a spiritual journey we're all a part of here, whether or not you like it. And I'm telling you, you're gonna find nothing but death if you try and cheat the system. This is the way. All right? And like this damn video if you guys will. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the page. Swat the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons. Links in the description below. No sponsors here. Not trying to get you to play some shitty cell phone game, all right? But you guys see what I'm saying? This is the spiritual journey. Here's what you got to do. All right, I'm going to help you right now. This is very important. So listen. In order to find that harmonic way of being, you have to take this fucking game in like a child. All right? You got to become blind as a bat so that you might see. You know, I was playing Project Diablo 2 just yesterday. Played a little bit this morning as well. And yesterday, I found a new item, right? Like, I didn't spoil all this shit for myself. I didn't go online. Back in the day when Diablo 1 was out, you couldn't really do that. You couldn't really just go online and just spoil everything because the internet was fucking new back then, all right? You still could, but even at an early age, I've realized this. I started looking up the items on Google way back in the day, and I was like, you know what? I should show some restraint here. I should withdraw. I should abstain. I should repent. I'm not going to look at all the items that I could potentially find, all the unique items. I'm going to spoil it, man. Like fucking Christmas time when you peek at all you rip all that shit open and then you wrap them back up so your parents don't know. You know, it's just ruined. But this is more than that. All right, we're talking about the now. We're talking about the ascension. So I withdrew even as a young child from spoiling all the uniques on Diablo 1, and guess what? The game lasted for me. I played that and how exciting it was when I found a unique item and I never even knew what the hell, I never saw it before. In a similar way, yesterday I was playing PD2. And this Necro Shield drops, right? One that I've never seen before, one that they added recently. And it does some shit where you have a certain percent to reanimate the enemies you kill as enemies that are in the game to help support you, and they are like revives. Like how Faithbow has its minion revive thing. I was like, no way! Imagine the possibilities. You'd have to be a Necro that actually implements the kills, unlike a Summon Necro, but you could be like a Poison Necro, Poison Nova, and just run around and just fill the screen with poison, kill everything, and you're going to have a freaking army following you around. Just how awesome that would be. Oh, wow. There's something else that did too. Let you have more revives. There's something else about it, but nonetheless, you kill a bunch of shit and it revives the minions around you. So what did I want to do? Well, I wanted to go on YouTube and type in that item name and see somebody playing it and just ruin it for me, you know? You'll be like, okay, here's the end game. Here's somebody on the beta who had this shield that I just found and all the top tier gear. This is the best way to go. And we're just going to see them flying around, just wiping the screen out, and it's going to be over. You know what you miss out on when you do that? You miss out on the upbuilding. All right? You miss out on all that energy intertwined within that journey of ascension. And I'm telling you guys, that's where it's at. That's where the euphoria is. That's where the nirvana and shit is. All right? That's where salvation is. Today is the day of salvation. And thank you guys for watching this video and inclining your ear to these words of wisdom from above. Follow the path of the Iceman. If you want, it's gonna be a good fucking time, all right? This is the way. This is the way to do it. You gotta not spoil that bullshit on YouTube. So I'm thinking a lot of the guys who don't like Path of Exile 2, we're so ruined now. We're so tainted. They're like, oh, but we rush out to the end game when we're doing the maps and it's too hard. You know, I didn't find all the shit that the guy who makes the videos found. Stop watching the videos. The only videos you guys should be watching on YouTube are my fucking videos. All right? Maybe there's a couple other ones you should watch that are different substance of content, but in this particular one, we're talking about PoE 2 or any fucking video game for that matter, watch this channel. And I'm telling you, you will find life and life abundantly if you walk in this path. Because I can't wait for this PoE 2 to come out and this new shit that they're putting in. Gonna go in that shit blind as a bat. Alright, gonna be playing as the witch. What a spiritual journey that is going to be. And am I gonna spoil any bullshit on YouTube watching some streamer sweating his ass off, playing for 9 fucking hours straight? He's already sick of the goddamn game, but he's playing anyway. Because he has to maintain those sponsors and shit. You think I'm gonna sit on my ass and watch that shit and spoil this journey? Hell no. Alright. And I recommend the same for you guys. Don't you remember the feeling you had back in the days of old when you were but a little duck-billed platypus? Do you remember those days? You remember where those little cell phones all over the damn place, little touch screens and shit, just all this interconnection and bullshit? All this hyper stimulation all over the damn place. You guys remember those days where you actually enjoyed playing your fucking Sega Genesis? You actually enjoyed playing your N64? When you actually enjoyed playing your PS2? You could just turn it on and shut out everything else around you and just enjoy it as it was. The discovery was ahead. The adventure was ahead. There's no discovery and adventure when you watch all this endgame shit on YouTube, all right? There's no discovery and adventure when you're consumed by the envy of your neighbor. You just want to be like those motherfuckers. Give it up! Come out! All right? Come out of her. And come with me. We will ascend together. All right, so watch the damn video, subscribe to the page, but damn, there's some good stuff coming for PoE 2, and I'm telling you guys, this game is awesome. Maybe it's understandable. I mean, maybe the roll thing is a bit too heavily concentrated on, you know? Maybe they should just have the roll, like when you roll, you're not invulnerable to damage completely. You just have like 15% damage reduction when you roll, you know? And then they could balance it all out to that. So you could still get way ahead, find the GG gear, and you could basically walk around like Diablo 2 without even rolling and just kill everything anyway. Maybe they should do something like that. Instead of having roll make you invulnerable, and don't give it a cooldown, don't turn this into Diablo 4. Just make it reduce your damage taken, you know? What do you guys think about that? Because then it won't be entirely based on, oh, did you roll at the exact right time? And that's why the boss squashed your ass. Because you clicked wrong. You know? I just don't know if that's the best. I mean, some criticism still, but overall, it's a good damn time. But you guys will like the video, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts on these matters. Peace be with you.